All right, so first thing is to solve for the bird's kinetic energy. The question that is highlighted in blue, and it's pretty straightforward using the equation that kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 times the mass, which is 0.10 kg, multiplied by the acceleration, which is 0.8 meters per second. And if I said acceleration, I meant velocity. Sorry about that. And then that is squared. When you guys are typing this into your calculator, make sure that you are applying the square only to the velocity. Okay, the velocity is the only thing that gets squared. The mass does not. Okay, so after you plug this in, you get a kinetic energy of 0.032 joules. All right, now let's move on to the orange. So everything will be very similar, except we are tripling the mass. So we can either plug in 3 times 0.1 or just type 0.3 in. Times 3 times 0.1. All right. So after you plug that in, you will get a kinetic energy of 0.096 joules. Okay, so after the first two problems, we can see that the energy triples if the mass triples. I'm going to move that one to the side so we have room for the green one. All right, and last but not least, what if we multiplied the mass by, or the velocity by 5? So again, set everything up the same way that we have been. And the velocity will be multiplied by 5. And when you guys are plugging this into your calculators, make sure to complete this part, 5 times 0.8, then square it, all right? And again, the velocity is the only thing that gets squared. And what you would get after plugging this in is 0.8 joules. Okay. So I know that the velocity was multiplied by a higher quantity than the mass, but it is pretty obvious that by increasing the velocity, the kinetic energy has a much bigger reaction to that, or the more the velocity is increased, much higher energy, versus if you increase the mass, it doesn't go up as much.